Oh, no way. What's going on YouTube? Taylor Prentice back here with another video. In this video I'm going to be going over some of the pieces from the upcoming collaboration between Kith and Spider-Man. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, the collaboration is set to drop this Friday, July 11th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you're in the New York area, this will not be at either one of their physical locations in Manhattan or Brooklyn, but they will be doing a pop-up in Queens, so keep that in mind that you will not be able to get these at the actual store, but you will be able to get them at the pop-up if you do live in the area. So yeah, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into these pieces. So the first piece we have here is called the web logo hoodie. As you guys can tell, it's just like a box logo that has webs in it. I thought this was a cool idea. It definitely fits the vibe of the collaboration, and while it's a pretty subtle image on the front, I think this was a really cool idea. And then we've got some imagery on the back too. So looking at the back, it's Spider-Man kind of coming up off of a web. I like this image, and then it does say Spider-Man down here in the bottom right corner. And even though this like piece is kind of boxed off like the image is, I still think this works pretty well, especially for the back side of this hoodie. Then we've got this collage type of hoodie. It's called the comic covers hoodie. So they just took a couple different comic books and kind of spliced those logos together to make one logo, and I really like this. I really always kind of like this style when people do this with text. I think it usually ends up looking pretty cool, but I think they executed it super well, and I like the small Kith logo underneath it. Pretty subtle, but definitely lets you know that it's a collaboration. And then the back side is just a ton of different comics. So yeah, I think this is a really cool piece, a really fun piece, and I really like the images on the white hoodie too. So yeah, love this piece. It is going to come in at $175, so I feel like that's pretty reasonable for a really nice hoodie. Next, we've got a vintage crew neck, which just has the Amazing Spider-Man on the front of it and then the Kith above it. So I really like this Amazing Spider-Man logo. It's a very like classic looking logo, and I like that they've got like the face in the web that he's shooting out of his hand, and I'm pretty sure this has got some artwork on the back too. So yeah, it does. It's got a bunch of different Marvel characters. It's kind of hard to tell what Hulk is saying, and I'm not even sure who this is, so I'm kind of out of touch with my Marvel characters. If you guys want to fill me in on who that is down below, let me know. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they're saying to each other. Next, we've got the Timeline long sleeve hoodie. So on the front chest, we've just got a small logo that says Marvel. I don't know what that like white text across it says, maybe something just Spider-Man, and then the white box below it just says Kith. So I think that's a pretty clean front, but the back of this makes a lot of sense for this collaboration. So this is to commemorate the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man. So on the back of this, they've just got like the evolution of the Spider-Man logo over time. So yeah, I thought this was really fitting for the collaboration and for the 60th anniversary. And I always like long sleeve t-shirts, and I like left chest logos with stuff on the back. I've been printing a lot of stuff like that at work, and I just really like the way that it looks most of the time. Next, we have this Avengers vintage tee. So it's got Spider-Man, Hulk, and Captain America. I don't really like this t-shirt. I wish the Kith logo was underneath it and then they moved the Marvel logo up to be like in the center of the t-shirt. I feel like it looks kind of weird where it is on the shirt. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really love the logo itself either. So yeah, this piece was one of my least favorite from the collaboration, but I don't think it's terrible by any means. Oh, and on the back, I didn't realize this had anything on the back. So on the back of this, we have a couple more characters. But yeah, I actually like the back of this more than the front. I think the back really captures that vintage feel, that vintage comic book feel. And these next couple of pieces are pieces that were on hoodies from earlier, so I'm kind of just going to breeze through them. We've got the web logo tee again, so it's got the same front and back as earlier as the web hoodie. And then we've got the Allies vintage tee, which is just a t-shirt version of the crew neck that they had earlier, so the back is the same on that as well. And then next we've got the black suit vintage tee. So it's got more of that like blue look because it is on a black t-shirt. Kind of hard to make black look like it's black if it's on a black t-shirt. But yeah, I like the design on this. I thought it was really cool. The gradients and like that monochromatic look is really clean, and I was kind of like the black suit Spider-Man. I'm not sure like if he was evil. I'm so out of touch, so let me know down below if he was evil or if I'm just like remembering that wrong, but he was like kind of a bad guy, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, if you're more into villains, this t-shirt might be for you if that's how it actually is in the universe. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that for sure. And then we've got a Venom vintage tee. So it's just like a little spider logo above Venom, and this one is not really my favorite. I understand the design. I kind of I like it. It's like kind of scary looking, but at the same time, I feel like this is a t-shirt you could find on like Target or something. I don't know. I don't know why I'm just not feeling it so much. But yeah, just in comparison to the images in the other t-shirts, I feel like this one was kind of weak. Then we've got the Venom Battle Vintage tee. I really like the colors in this one. I love the contrast that green pops so much with like the stuff in the forefront, and I like how they used so much green around Venom to make him like kind of stand out, even though he's black on a black t-shirt. So yeah, I thought they did a really good job with this piece. I typically don't really like square images, and I kind of wish they didn't square this one off and kind of like just let those green pieces or yellow pieces kind of flow to the edges of the t-shirt or whatever. But yeah, this piece is one of my favorites from the collab, I think, just because of the contrast and colors. And then for the next one, we've got Spider-Man fighting Red Hulk. So again, with just like another cool fighting piece. This one, the contrast isn't really there for me as much as the last piece, but the imagery is really cool. You've got like Spider-Man kind of coming down and just like kicking Hulk in the face, and he's like kind of spraying some webs everywhere. But yeah, there's a lot of red going on in this image, so I feel like it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on unless you're like right up on it. So that might be an issue, but I do think this is a pretty clean piece as well. And then we've got another one of my favorite pieces. This is a Spotlight tee. So I really like this one. I like the contrast again. I think the red and the blue pop really well off that yellow, and there's so much dark in the image that the yellow and blues like just really come out. And yeah, this isn't anything super crazy, but I really liked this piece. This is probably my second favorite t-shirt behind that green one. Oh no way, I just now realized that this was the back of the Spotlight tee. Alright, so that's sick. I thought this was just a standalone t-shirt, but the fact that this is the back of the Spotlight tee makes the Spotlight tee even cooler in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know why I just now realized that, but yeah, I really like that piece. Then we've got the Timeline tee, which is the same logo as earlier on the long sleeve, so I'm just going to skip over that one. And then we've got the Amazing Spider-Man tee. So this one is Spider-Man kind of like swinging from web to web or like building to building, whatever, and then it just says the Amazing Spider-Man below it. I like the font that they went with and the text, how they kind of made that white and made the logo colored in. And then we've got this t-shirt, which is the Action Vintage tee. I really don't like this one for some reason. I feel like it's kind of out of place with the Kith logo there. I wish the Kith logo maybe was down below and then moved like the Spider-Man up, or I wish they incorporated like the Kith logo into the Spider-Man suit somehow. I feel like this one is just a little weird. Then we've got the Dr. Octopus vintage tee. So I think this one is awesome. We've got like the cityscape and then Spider-Man kind of swinging from like skyscraper to skyscraper, and I love that just sketch look. I think it really nails this collaboration on the head and gives you that vintage comic book feel, and also just a cool image altogether. And then on the back we've got Dr. Octopus coming at Spider-Man with all of his claws and different type of gadgets, and Spider-Man looks like he's like flying in to kick him. So yeah, I didn't realize this had a back either, but I actually really like the back on this. It's a lot going on a t-shirt, but I think it works pretty well, and since there's not a lot of color, I think that kind of saves it. If it was all color, it might be a little too loud. Next we've got the New York City vintage tee. So it's just like a couple different like comic strips. The first one, the top one, is really cool. It's got that like 3D look. He's like busting out of the box and even kind of covering up one of the images from below. So yeah, I like the design of this t-shirt. Not really something you see very often is like comic book strips on a t-shirt, and I think they executed this pretty well. I don't really love the colors. Like I feel like there's a lot of blue down here at the bottom. I feel like they could have maybe changed it up, had a little more contrast in there, but as far as the design goes, I like it. And then we've got another like Allies vintage tee. And then next we've got the Avengers vintage tee. So I think this one's cool. This is like a comic book on a t-shirt, and then you have like the little Kith logo down below it. And then we've got another one that's like that too. What's the name on this? This is the Hero vintage tee. I actually like the artwork on this one a little bit more. I think it's just a little cooler, but same thing. Just magazine type cover on the shirt and then the Kith logo below it. And then we've got that comic covers t-shirt too, so good to know that this is coming in a t-shirt and a hoodie. I think the hoodie is a little bit cooler because I just love hoodies, but it is cool for the customers that if you don't want to pay for a hoodie, you can still get it in a t-shirt form. Next, we've got the Vigilante vintage tee. I really like this one. This isn't really something that I could see myself wearing because I'm not like a huge Spider-Man fan, so I'd feel weird kind of wearing any of this, to be honest, but I like this one. I feel like this is one of the more wearable pieces of this collection. Definitely like one of the most toned down. The Kith logo, I really like that like subtle logo, and the image, I love the way that they've done that, and I like the color of this t-shirt too. So yeah, they did a really good job with this one in my opinion. Next, we've got the Mysterio Mirrors tee. So we've got the Amazing Spider-Man logo on the left chest with the red Kith box logo underneath it, and then on the back we've got some more comic book stuff, and this is kind of what I was talking about in that last comic strip t-shirt. Like, this has the contrast that I was talking about. Like, this looks awesome. The artwork just really pops and is so bright. So yeah, they knocked it out of the park with the back of this t-shirt, and then the front's just really clean too. Nothing crazy going on, but I really like the execution of that t-shirt. And then to wrap it all up, we've got a couple crew necks. So this is a Hero Knit crew neck. I don't really like this one. I feel like it's kind of childish, to be honest, and same with the next crew neck. I don't think they're bad pieces, but I feel like you have to be someone who like really loves Spider-Man to be able to wear them, and that is not me. But yeah, I'm sure if you like Spider-Man, these pieces are probably pretty cool to you. So yeah, not terrible designs by any means. Just got little Spider-Man coming up off the side with a small Kith logo in the middle. But yeah, not for me. And then the next one is, oh, I didn't realize there was like a web coming up on the back too. That's a little cooler. Get some extra cool points for me. But yeah, still not a piece I could see myself wearing. And then we've got this crew neck, which is the spider knit. I kind of like how it's like a all over image, like it fills up the whole torso. But yeah, I don't know, I would have a hard time wearing this. I feel like this is something you see like a little kid wearing for some reason. I don't know. That's not to bash anybody, or like, if you like that piece, like, go get it. Like, my opinion doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know, I just could not see myself wearing something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys have enjoyed it and you are big fans of Kith, definitely hit that like and subscribe. I will be making more videos about Kith in the future whenever they're dropping stuff. So yeah, hit that like and subscribe, stay tuned, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.